bring you a message from the Red Queen.
I'm the top member in the app. My name is the Red Queen. The app developers and the tech giants have some sort of immunity. When I reported them to the authorities in Canada, they shamed me for being a victim of online schemes and gave me fake case officers and fake case numbers. The authorities stateside are no better. They haven't even bothered to call back, not once. Scotland Yard is most likely having a laugh after reading all the emails I've sent them. Captain Martin will show us where we stand at the moment, until we meet again.
You have no power here.
Don't be ridiculous.
We have finally made it to part 6 of The Illusion of the Software K40s. None of these episodes were easy to make. I'd also like to add that because of all of the death threats the Red Queen has received, I'll be speaking on her behalf. My name is Captain Martin. This is the last call for bets. I'm putting all my money on red. The Red Queen tears down the illusion in the app, and from there gathers evidence and then reports to the proper authorities. The proper authorities would be the FBI and the RCMP. The FBI are non-responsive, and the RCMP direct the Red Queen to report at the local level first. The local level would be the municipal police, similar to Metro Police. The Red Queen, following the instructions of the RCMP, calls the headquarters of the Windsor Police to file the report and is shamed for bringing her problems to the Windsor Police. Whomever the Red Queen was speaking to was clearly having a bad day, so she calls back on another day and is instructed to report through the online website first. Instead of getting a financial crimes case officer, she was given a CRT, Crisis Response Team Officer, disguised as the Red Queen's Financial Crimes Case Officer. Let's refer to this police service as Team Blue. Team Blue's deception starts right at front desk. The Red Queen calls front desk to find out who is her Financial Crimes Case Officer, and the deception starts right there. We asked ChatGPT. Alright, cut me a break, will you? We're just using an economical approach here to get some answers to our questions. Can the Financial Crimes Unit place a CRT officer disguised as the victim's case officer? The answer to the question is no. The Financial Crimes Unit cannot place a Crisis Response Team officer disguised as the victim's financial crimes investigator. At this point in time, the Red Queen is completely unaware that her investigator is a fake. He tries to avoid the Red Queen completely, and when that doesn't work, he apologizes for the lack of communication and instructs the Red Queen to use the email specified to speak to his unit members regarding the case if he is not available. The email that the fake case officer instructed the Red Queen to use to speak with investigators is actually a dead end. There's no investigators at this email. The Red Queen Smart understands that something is out of place. This is not how investigators behave. After speaking with federal police, the Red Queen learns that CRT stands for Crisis Response Team. They are not the financial crimes investigators. With this newfound information, we devised a very clever plan to draw the Financial Crimes Unit out, and it works like a charm. The fake case officer is forced to say that he is not the financial crimes investigator. Hold up, we're not out of the blue just yet. Tensions rise between the Red Queen and the fake case officer. The Red Queen telling the fake case officer that she's gonna put him in her new video, part 6, which he's definitely in part 6 as you can see. and the fake case officer getting upset, threatening the Red Queen with bodily harm. It's very disturbing how they go out of their way to place the Red Queen in a position of wrong. After purchasing a copy of the report, the Red Queen was shocked to see that there is absolutely no investigative work done on this case. So based off of their no investigative work done on this case, they came to the conclusion that the Red Queen has no merit to her claims. Not only did they say that she has no merit to her claims, the Windsor Police Service has threatened to place the Red Queen under arrest if she contacts the Financial Crimes Unit again regarding this case. This act that you see Team Blue putting on, this is called a setup. Setup is for suspects, not for victims. And because you didn't do your job, the online organized crime network that the Red Queen was reporting to you about, they tried to retaliate against the Red Queen. The Red Queen plans to call the Financial Crimes Unit as soon as Part 6 is uploaded. In the meantime, let's listen to some of their lies.
But for that particular case number is related to CRT. I have no idea. I was not involved in that, so that's what the case showed. For that particular case, it was assigned to a CRT officer, and again, I don't know why the reasoning is for that. But you'd have to follow up with that officer if you had any questions about that case number. Well, it's not a financial crimes case on our end. It's CRT related.
It certainly appears as though all of the lies that they've made have caught up to them now. That's enough of all your lies. So while the Red Queen was dealing with Team Blue's deception, the federal police, which we'll refer to as Team Red, also lied to the Red Queen, giving her a fake federal case number. So we asked ChatGPT, can an RCMP sergeant give a victim a fake case number? The answer is really simple. No, they cannot. An RCMP sergeant cannot give a victim of crime a fake case number. That's breaking the law. The federal police instruct the Red Queen to retrace all of her steps on how she got to that sergeant. A special federal investigator is appointed to hunt down the sergeant that gave the Red Queen the fake case number. Think about this for a second. We have the federal and municipal police lying to the Red Queen simultaneously. That is an extraordinary coincidence. These guys are way too smart to be making these type of mistakes. Why would they jeopardize their reputations? But let's break it down. So, the Red Queen calls the headquarters of the federal police in the nation's capital. It's not like she called a department store or something. This is not Hudson Bay. The operator transfers the Red Queen to an RCMP sergeant. They speak for about a half an hour or so. The Red Queen was explaining to the sergeant that she had been deceived by the municipal police. To our amazement, the sergeant gives the Red Queen a federal case number. This call took place between the hours of 1:30 to 4 p.m. on the 23rd of May, 2025. The 23rd of May was a Friday, and over the weekend, the Red Queen feels a disturbance in the force. Monday arrives and the Red Queen calls another detachment to verify whether the case number is good or not. The federal police asked the Red Queen, "Where'd you get this case number from?" The case number is not an authentic RCMP case number. Whatever it is, it's not a case number. And you got that number from where? That is correct. The Red Queen got that number after calling this building right here. I mean, look at this superstructure here, folks. This is not a Best Buy location. Don't get the two confused, okay? The Red Queen's special federal investigator is expecting us to believe that the Red Queen called that building out of all buildings on planet Earth, and the operator from that building transfers the Red Queen to an RCMP sergeant. They can't find the sergeant that gave the Red Queen the fake case number. If there's anything more ridiculous in this lifetime than the Law Enforcement Complaints Agency, please let me know. The Law Enforcement Complaints Agency has obstructed justice. This is what the Red Queen suffers from after doing the right thing and reporting to the proper authorities. Doing the right thing is sometimes the hardest thing to do. The tech giants Google, Apple, Samsung, and the tech conglomerate Tencent are using online organized crime networks to boost their profits.
The gods favor you. Red is the gods' color. You will need their help today.
Our journey begins on October 19, 2022. The Red Queen senses that she has become empowered. The hunt really begins with the languages. Read all the languages on the member profile cards. Let's see if any of you will be able to spot it from right here. From October 2022 till February 2023, this short period of time, the Red Queen becomes a phenom in the app. It doesn't take long for the Red Queen to realize that the opponents that she's fighting against on Server 739 are computer hackers. The computer hacker in the big shiny dinosaur-looking inflatable castle, his name is Black, and Black stands for Black Market Resources Pirate. These big castles are considered specialty castles, and they are very expensive. They cost $2,000 each American. $2,000 will get you to Cake Level 10, and that's when you'll be able to unlock one of 46 of the King's Party castles. At this point in time, the Red Queen is unaware that the computer hackers are using fraudulent means to purchase these specialty castles. From January 2023 till July of 2023, the Red Queen alerts the Google specialists dozens of times that the app's support team is unresponsive and has allowed the computer hackers to use third-party software every single day. The Red Queen is 2 years ahead of her time. She makes the statement that the app developers are using the computer hackers to course competition, and also that the app developers and the computer hackers are working together. The Google specialists reply back, "How do you know they're working together?" At the time, it was difficult to answer that question. However, now we can comfortably answer that question. The computer hackers play a multifaceted role for the tech giants and the app developer. There's one category that's quite obvious, and that's, yes, you guessed it, active members per server. How many members are actually active on each server? This cluster of accounts is operated by a computer hacker using third-party software. The account in the very center of this cluster is called the Botmaster. The accounts surrounding the Botmaster are all empty. The computer hackers have tethered all of those castles to third-party software. These are bots, empty accounts operated by third-party software. The app developer says that third-party software usage is strictly forbidden in the app. I have said this before and I'm going to say it again. We have been scammed and robbed at the same damn time. This website is posting fake news media. We do not have 1.5 million daily users. We do not attract 8.7 million monthly users. It's very bizarre. They're writing about how this game is played and they have a picture of a botmaster surrounded by dozens of bots. It's quite obvious that the app developer is using the computer hackers. All of these empty accounts register as active members per server. The computer hackers have dominated nearly every single server. They have over 300 accounts on each server, and majority of them are being run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This correspondence is between the Red Queen and the app developer. Just like in part 1 of The Illusion of the Software K40s, the Red Queen asks a series of questions and expects an official response from the app developer. The app developer responds back. Their response to one of the questions, plundering resources from bots is not permissible within the game. Their response to the second question, cheating is not tolerated in the game. Regardless of the amount of money spent, all players are expected to adhere to the same rules and guidelines. These app developers are downright duplicitous, and they are hostile toward Westerners. The combination of having the app developer and the computer hackers working together essentially makes this app a rigged, asymmetric war game. The computer hackers spend 10 times more money than the average player does. And that's why they're allowed to do whatever they want in the app. Google and Apple are not interested in how much money we spend. They could care less. We spend nowhere near the amount of money that the computer hackers spend. There is definitely a pay-to-cheat program in this app, and the tragedy here is that it's not even their own money that they're spending. This computer hacker is plundering a bot. Now, you just read moments ago that plundering bots is not permissible within this game. Not for these guys. So watching parts 1 through 5, you're going to learn about the drop step, and that's a foul move in the app. Each attack he's taking in about 7 to 10 billion resources, meaning that he's multiplying in growth. The third-party software is going to be running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and these plunder bots accumulate hundreds if not thousands of high-value resources chests. For a moment there, it almost looks as if the bot is launching the attack against the software K-45. However, that's not the case. The troops at the front of the march land the attack, while the ones at the back are still recoiling to get into position. This software K-45 is the same computer hacker in the opening scenes of Part 1 of The Illusion of the Software K-40s. Satisfied with the screen recording of the giant coward plundering the bot, the Red Queen is now going to intercept the software K-45 by teleporting right next to him and sending a scout inside of his castle. This view is from inside the Red Queen's castle, so we did have to cut that scene there because she does activate her bubble protection. The software K-45, terrified of the tiny Red Queen, also activates his bubble protection. This is what they call a time-stamped scout report. It's got the time, the location, and of course the resources plundered. The app developer's support team uses a software named Zendesk, which provides AI agents, and they use those agents to wash out everybody's complaints. Correspondence, of course, between the Red Queen and the app developer's support team. We've been complaining about this computer hacker since January of 2023. Nothing's really changed except the automated messages. So as time progresses, the AI crafts more detailed automated messages that they are committed to fair gameplay, which is absolutely absurd. This computer hacker's been plundering bots since January of 2023, and they say that they're committed to fair gameplay. The rules simply don't apply to the groups of computer hackers that are laundering the money for the tech giants and the app developer. You gotta give credit to where credit is due, and ChatGPT has done a fantastic job of helping me describe what's happening in this app. Go to the Scout report and see the time and date on the Scout report, then come back and take a look at the time on this correspondence. All of the actions and movements in this app are measured to a very fine degree. You so much as sneeze in this app, they will know about it. So 2 months has gone by since that computer hacker was plundering that bot on server 739. I gave them screenshots, and now I've posted the screen recordings. It's really funny, they say they have no available data on this bot. Okay, no problem. Check the Scout report, then view the screen recording, and now you'll know exactly where he got those resources from. We are now going to server 446, where we're going to check out some software K-45s and software K-44s in their natural habitat. The app developers operate with double standards. They protect their computer hackers every day. This entire alliance is a bunch of fraudsters. The Red Queen hunts down one of the computer hackers from server 739, and it brings her right to server 446. These are the battle logs from the NFG Alliance on server 446, and they prove that the software K40s on this alliance are all fraudsters. They're fake. These are K44s and K45s plundering resources, so each attack is roughly about 7 to 10 billion resources. This NFG K45, named Barabbas, plunders the bot 202 times within a couple of hours. But I got a great idea. Why don't we waltz up into the Google Play Store and try and purchase 1.61 trillion resources in a couple of hours? These battle logs from the NFG Alliance on server 446 that didn't come from Ebony support. The Red Queen purchased them. They were very expensive and they were very hard to get. It was very necessary to get these battle logs because we wanted to shed light on all of the black market resources pirates that Ebony support has been protecting. Ebony support says that their systems are designed with advanced detection mechanisms to identify and address such activities. Their advanced detection systems couldn't identify a damn thing. That's because it doesn't exist. These are pre-programmed automated messages. This symbol indicates that NFG Barabbas is attacking. The coordinates from which he's attacking from are listed below him. The bot which he's attacking, named Funny Game, also has coordinates listed below. That's where the attack landed. The 50 represents how many times he's attacked the bot from the very same spot. Now you tell me, is the app developer really committed to fair gameplay? The support team saying they have no available data on the bot. It's very hard to believe. All you have to do is check the battle logs. So this NFG member named Mayhem has attacked the bot 10 times in a row. He's gonna kick the bot to some random spot on the map. Now instead of the bot coming back, he's gonna chase after the bot, so he's gonna teleport to where the bot has been kicked to and launch another 10 attacks. So every 10 attacks, he kicks the bot to some random spot on the map and he chases after it and launches another 10 attacks. NFG Barabbas, on the other hand, doesn't need to chase after any bots. He stays planted and somebody brings the bot right back in front of him. NFG Barabbas launches 10 attacks. The bot gets kicked to some random spot on the map. Somebody brings it right back in front of him and he launches another 10. And this happens over and over again. Both software K45s launch 140 attacks, 8 billion each attack. That's 1.12 trillion resources. So they just cheated an estimated $50,000 worth of resources. These software K44s and 45s launch a combined total of 148 attacks, multiplied by 8 billion each attack. That's 1.18 trillion resources. They cheated an estimated $50,000 worth of resources. These software K45s launch a combined total of 274 attacks, 8 billion resources each attack. That's a combined total of 2.19 trillion resources. Wow, that's 100 G's right there. The easiest way to single out the computer hackers is by counting how many of the King's Party castles they have. There's 46 of the King's Party castles and there's 33 specialty castles. So in total we have 79 castles. The Red Queen finally catches up to the computer hackers in April of 2024. Looking back at it now, she doesn't quite know how to fully explain it at that point in time. So April 1st, the Red Queen cracks the case. April 2nd reports to the proper authorities, and from April 2nd, 2024 till this very day, the Red Queen has been in limbo, and organized crime has retaliated against the Red Queen, and she's still in limbo. Look, when everybody wants to kill you, that means you've done your job really, really well. The police pensions are heavily invested in the tech industry, and that's why they're reluctant to investigate the tech giants. This is why the Red Queen is in limbo. Let me show you what I mean. The tech giants are money laundering and frauding innocent gamers. Who do I report to? The FBI. the FBI Cybercrimes Unit, the RCMP, Federal Trade Commission, the Windsor Police Service, the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center.
You all should be ashamed.
Well, that's a very entertaining story, but unfortunately, real detectives have to worry about that little thing called evidence.
Uh-oh. I think I heard a toilet flush. Maybe somebody lost a turtle.
The next layer of the illusion is very difficult to see. I'd like everybody to take a moment here, press pause, read through all the information that I've carefully placed here for you. This here correspondence is between the Red Queen and the resources pirate on server 925 named Uhtred. The Red Queen is accusing Uhtred of using third-party software and plundering bots, and Uhtred replies back saying that he doesn't need to do such things. He finishes every single cake, and that's $2,000 each cake, twice a month. Uhtred is definitely the type that folds under questioning. Just in the first quarter of 2024, Uhtred managed to spend an estimated $30,000 of other people's money on his account. These computer hackers on server 925 have unusual, abnormal spending habits every month. Yes, very unusual. They get other people to spend other people's money on their accounts. Okay, hold on a second here. So, if it's not your money that you're spending and somebody else is spending somebody else's money on your account, okay? Whose money is being spent? No. You can go right ahead. You go right ahead and you slap me silly, please. Thank you. Whose money are they spending?
Who is it? Who is it?
I mean, just think about it here for a second. Who are you getting this money from? The Red Queen, in the month of May 2024, secures arguably the single greatest piece of evidence in this case. There simply wasn't enough time to include that into this episode. The primary focus of this episode is to walk through this next layer of the illusion. There's no guarantee that you're going to be able to see it, but we're going to travel there anyways. And I highly recommend, if you've never been on the spiritual side before, seatbelts. I'm going to show you how to convert the betting clues into dollar amounts so that we can establish how much money is being spent. I take the numbers in the column and I divide them by 25,000. And why I do that is because the $100 package offers 25,000 subordinate city betting clues. The $100 package comes with 250 subordinate city clue chests, and once those chests are opened, you're going to get 25,000 individual betting clues, betting cards. There are coupons that the members can use to receive big discounts. The members can double down or triple down with their coupons, meaning buy one get one free or buy one get two free. The only ones that would know if any coupons were used during the purchasing of any of these packages is Apple, Google, Samsung, Aptoide, and Top Games. The numbers that I've posted here, these are without any double up or triple up coupons. These are straight retail value. I divide those numbers in the column by 25,000 and then I multiply it by 100. The good thing about the Historic City Searching ranking is that it's not tainted by any other stats. These betting clues here have to be purchased because trying to accumulate them for free would take you ages. There's no telling that they used any of their coupons to make these purchases, so we're going to assume that they used all of the coupons they had available. The discounts only apply to the first 1.3 million betting clues in the standings, meaning anything above 1.3 million is straight retail 25,000 betting clues. for 100 US dollars. Anything below 1.3 million can be given a discount, and I'll show you the discount chart. The numbers in this table are basically 20 double down coupons and 4 triple down coupons. These are the rankings for server 68 plus 136. They're a merged server, so 2 servers that merge together. And they put up some colossal numbers here. We're going to analyze their numbers. The numbers that are piling up here, these are of retail value. 25,000 betting clues for 100 US dollars. I'm going to take the numbers in the column, divide them by 25,000, then multiply them by 100. Anything above 1.3 million betting clues, it means that you're purchasing the packages individually without any coupons or discounts, so we call those singles. I mean, 1.3 million betting clues is pushing it already. Well, you're up in the 2 millions. You're spending money with reckless abandon at that point. $100 will give you 25,000 subordinate city betting clues. Okay? Using the double down coupon, $100 will get you 50,000 subordinate city betting clues. Using the triple down coupon, $100 will get you 75,000 subordinate city betting clues. Assuming they're using their double down and triple down coupons. Okay, now you can take the numbers in the column and match them against my chart, and then you'll have a general understanding of how much money is actually being spent. I made this chart so that you can place it right next to the numbers in the column. I'll show you how somebody would use all of their triple down coupons. So stage 1, they'd spend $100, they'd use their triple down coupon, and boom, you got yourself 75,000 subordinate city betting clues. Stage 2. Stage 2, your blood starts rushing. You spend another $100, you use your double down coupon, and boom, you got yourself 50,000 subordinate city betting clues. Now you've unlocked another triple down coupon, and you're at 125,000 subordinate city betting clues. So now you're moving up. Stage 3. At stage 3, it starts to get real serious. You drop another $100. You use that triple down coupon that you just got, and just like that, boom, 75,000 subordinate city betting clues. Okay, so my team, CRA, CIP, SFO, and the rest of you already know. I'm going to take the numbers in the column, I'm going to divide them by 25,000, then I'm going to multiply by 100. I want to establish my retail value first. The Red Queen is ranked number 7 in the standings, excluding the Red Queen, which is ranked number 7. Excluding the Red Queen, the members ranked number 8 and number 14 purchase all of the subordinate city betting clues in this ranking. These are payroll cards. They punch in and they punch out. These are payroll cards. They punch in and they punch out. Every month we have 2 events. They last 11 days each, and in between there's a 3 to 4 day cooldown period. During the event, members can bet these betting clues on their favorite subordinate cities. The members that bet the most subordinate city betting clues also win a prize as well in these rankings. The members that are ranked 13th and 14th on the standings will log into all of the accounts in the standings and purchase all of the packages for these accounts. These are payroll cards. Every time they rinse the stolen money through the app, they are paid a commission. These are payroll cards. The triple down coupon is offered on the 1st day and 8th day of the 11-day event. The 3rd coupon can be unlocked by reaching a certain level in the King's Party. Okay, so we've done one of the events in March, one of the events in April, and I'm covering another event here in May. The members that are ranked 10 and 11 will log into the accounts of everyone here on the standings and purchase all of their subordinate city betting clues. The member that's ranked first place has 1.5 million betting clues. Take away 1.3 million. The 1.3 million, you can give it a discount if you wishes. The 200,000 betting clues remaining, this is a straight retail, 25,000 betting clues for $100. The Red Queen has been tracking the spending habits of several computer hacker battle groups across multiple servers since Google turned a blind eye to fraud back in October of 2023. So like I was saying, clockwork. Month in, month out, every 11 days, these guys are clocking numbers. They don't have this type of money. In fact, they're not even using their own money. The Red Queen has uncovered the shadow division of the tech giants. The members ranked 8, 13, and 14 log into all of these accounts here on the standings, and they purchase the packages that offer the subordinate city betting clues. Once they're done purchasing those Top Games packages, they log out, they wait 5 minutes, and they take a screenshot of the standings. Before this event had started, the Red Queen singles out CD-ROM and lets him know that she's very interested in the amount of packages that he's purchasing every month, either for himself or for others on the server. She mentions nothing about his co-worker in 9th place named Art, and she mentions nothing about watching the historic city searching rankings very closely, so they don't know at this point in time. The members that are ranked 9 and 6 on the rankings will log into all of the accounts in the entire ranking and purchase all of their subordinate city betting clues, then they log out. Grilling CD-ROM about his purchases sheds some light on this payroll system, so they can use different names. In this ranking, he does use a different name. He uses the name of his alliance member to take the screenshot. The Red Queen lets the computer hackers know that she's been closely watching these rankings. The reason for this is we want to see, are they going to make any changes? Are they going to panic, start using different accounts, different names? Or will they brush it off and continue using the same names? So we want to see if there's any changes to their behavior or their movements. The Red Queen is still convinced at this point in time that all of the purchases that the computer hackers are making on server 925 are by fraudulent means. We just went from the 21st of July to the 25th of July. In between each 11-day event, there's a 3 to 4 day cooldown period, so we just hovered over the cooldown period, and now we've begun a new 11-day event. The member that's ranked in 5th place will log into the accounts belonging to 1st and 2nd place, and they will purchase an outlandish amount of Top Games packages. This is on the first day of the 11-day event. The Red Queen takes a screenshot of the rankings, and also the Red Queen is on the rankings as well. She's in 3rd place with 6,000 betting clues. Okay, so let's break down those 6,000 betting clues. The $4.99 package has 2,000 betting clues. Use the Triple Down coupon and now you're going to get another 4,000 betting clues. The member that's ranked 4th place has 4,080 betting clues. Where'd you get the 80 from? Okay, well let's break down the 4,080. Purchase a $4.99 package. You'll receive 2,000 betting clues. Use the Double Down coupon and now you get the same package again, free. So that's buy one get one free. The 80 comes from killing monsters. Trying to accumulate subordinate city betting clues by killing monsters would take ages. There's simply not enough time in 11 days to get past 10 or 15,000 betting clues by killing monsters. Even that illegal third-party software that's most likely created by Top Games, Google, or Tencent. Yes, I'm talking about that same illegal third-party software that the computer hackers use on nearly every server, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yes, even that won't get you past 10 or 15,000 subordinate city betting clues. I love it how they say this agreement is governed by the laws of the jurisdiction where iScout is located in. Where the hell is iScout located in? Google Land. Google Land. Google, and we could have a discussion about third-party software in another episode. Right now, I want to focus on the CNP fraud right before us. The member in 5th place is going to log into the account. In 4th place is going to make a small purchase. They purchased the $4.99 package with a double down coupon that's going to get you 4,000 betting clues. So they're testing the card out. The card is working. They used the card number on the account. In 2nd place, 75,000 betting clues. That's a $100 package using a triple down coupon. The card is still good. They log into the 1st place account, load it up with packages, with transactions, and then it burns out. They log out of the account, wait 5 minutes, and then they take a screenshot of the rankings. This is what I meant by payroll cards. Punch in, punch out. We are back at the merged server 68 plus 136. Well, this is a better view so you can understand the payroll system. So the member in 2nd place is going to log into the account that's in 1st place. He's going to make a bunch of outlandish purchases for the member in 1st place. Then he logs out. Upon logging out, it takes a screenshot of the rankings, and boom, he gets paid. This screenshot was most likely taken at the beginning of the 11-day event. Toward the 11th day now, the member in 1st place has accumulated 2.7 million subordinate city betting clues. Again, once I see something like this, I see spending with reckless abandon. And that's most likely because it's not their money that they're spending. After 1.3 million betting clues, there's no more double down or triple down coupons. You're buying them singles. 25,000 subordinate city betting clues for $100 US. The Red Queen speculates that it could be the same person using multiple accounts, and they're using digital wallets to make these big-time purchases. The computer hackers have learned that once they've rinsed the stolen credit card numbers into one of these digital wallets, such as Google, Apple, or Aptoid, they all have digital wallets. It gives their stolen money shelf life, and it safeguards them from any law enforcement chasing after them. This right here is from part 3 of the illusion of the software K40s. The Red Queen has 331,000 subordinate city betting clues. She bet them on this Epic Japan, which is called the Gold Japan. It's a very highly coveted item in the app. The prize pool is 2.7 million betting clues. 331,000 belongs to the Red Queen. The rest is from the rest of the server. The Red Queen spent real money to get her subordinate city betting clues. The rest of the server spent real money as well, but it doesn't belong to them. The computer hackers are drowning out the Red Queen's real money with fraudulent purchases. After describing this scenario for the RCMP, this is what they said. Based off of the information that the Red Queen has provided them, yes, indeed, a number of crimes is taking place. The app developers support team on 8 separate occasions, from September 2024 to March of 2025, suspends the Red Queen's account without any proof of wrongdoing. All of the subordinate city betting clues that the Red Queen had purchased were all wasted. This is even more proof that the app developer and the computer hackers are working together. These rankings are from server 411, and the member that's in 5th place is part of the Red Queen's army. The member at 5th place spent 287 euros and only has 178,000 betting clues. And that just goes to show that the members are purchasing different types of packages. They're not just purchasing this particular package. The member in 9th place will log into the accounts ranked 1st to 4th and purchase all the subordinate city betting clues for those accounts. The member in 5th place loses because his money is drowned out by these fraudulent purchases. Once the member in 9th place has completed all of those illegal purchases, he logs out, waits 5 minutes, and takes a screenshot of the rankings. This is not an isolated situation. This is happening on nearly every single server in the app. At the end of the 11-day event, the tech giants rake in all of this CNP fraud. The computer hackers are near untouchable because they process all of these fraudulent transactions. You're witnessing the shadow divisions of the tech giants hard at work. At the end of the event, every 11 days, this is what they collect. If the Red Queen's numbers turn out to be right, we're talking an estimated $200 million of CNP fraud rinsed through the app last year alone. On a special event like the one that finished on September 2nd, you really get to see the depth of this money laundering operation. What you're looking at are entire servers. These are not individual castles. It's plain and simple. The tech giants can't be trusted with the card not present. You wanna know who else is not present?
Who is it?
Yes, that's right. The FBI Cybercrimes is not present. The moment that Google's been waiting for. Yes, you forgot about me, Jimmy. Yes, Jim Ewell, the Google Specialist Department. Absolutely. You guys wanted to see the Google Specialist? Here you go. I saved this guy just for you. The Red Queen suggested to Jim Ewell and his special team at Google that she would like to have her evidence posted on her YouTube channel so that innocent members can gain some relief from the information. And also, the Red Queen wanted the evidence easy accessible for law enforcement from 5 countries to view the evidence. Jim Ewell and his newly formed special team within the Specialists Department agreed to the terms. Jim Ewell assured the Red Queen that if she is indeed a victim of the scam, she will receive all her money back. Jim Ewell specifically stated over the phone on several occasions that Google has a scam policy. These conversations that the Red Queen had with Jim Ewell took place August 2024 and September 2024. At the end of September 2024, the app developers tried to hijack the Red Queen's castle. They illegally seized the castle without any explanation or proof of wrongdoing. The Red Queen anticipated this move from the app developers. The Red Queen demands the app developer return her castle effective immediately and slaps them with a pair of emails. Those emails were accompanied by the FBI papers and the Windsor Police papers. The Red Queen is not a stupid person. She places decoy addresses on both the FBI and the Windsor Police papers. The app developer gets spooked. After seeing the paperwork, they return the castle back to the Red Queen. They end up sending their computer hackers to ransack the castle 5 days after returning it. Then, they hire hitmen in real life to come after the Red Queen. They come to the decoy addresses and get baloney. They get nothing. I placed this in part 4 of The Illusion of the Software K40s. Reading this article, it clearly states that they're able to find you by IP address. When I read something like that and I see what's going on in the app, it's very disturbing. These guys can track you by IP address. Go on Facebook, put Evany buy and sell accounts, and 20 of these groups will show up so you can join any one of these groups. Joining the groups are for free. They want you to join their groups and engage in conversations with other members, because once you start seeing the ads that they post in these groups for these castles, you start to freak out. Oh my God, 44.7 billion power VIP level 23. So what's interesting here is the VIP level 23. VIP level 23 is the same as somebody spending like $200,000 on this account. Trying to get to VIP level 23 without spending any money is like trying to fly to the nearest star with the current technology that we have today. That would be like something like 75,000 to 80,000 years. The guy, he's from Vietnam. Okay, he's got a VIP level 23. When you look at the conversion rate, $2,200 American compared to the money in Vietnam, holy Jesus. That's a lot. That's a huge conversion rate here. Looking at the account itself, the entire life cycle of the account, it hasn't been open for more than 2.5, 3 years. And he's already rinsed something like $200,000 $100,000 through the account. Somebody that's made it to VIP level 23 with 44.7 billion power is not going to want to try and sell his account for 4,000 because he's bored of the game or something. The illegal third-party software that they use never logs them out of the account. So when they sell it to you, they can log back in and sabotage you. Selling accounts in the app is forbidden, according to the rules. The tech giants think that they're above the law. They are not above the law. They've allowed these malicious computer hackers to launder money, and now they're making undeclared dollars. If it's our money you want to make, it's our taxes you got to pay. You see anybody selling any accounts or virtual items online? Consider them an employee of the tech giants. I'm running out of time. I'm going to have instructions for everybody in Part 7. The Red Queen is planning on calling the Financial Crimes Unit from the middle of the Windsor Police Headquarters as soon as Part 6 is uploaded. I just found out that I could speak to ChatGPT without messaging her.
Hello again. Welcome back. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Okay, ChatGPT, both of us are not lawyers. You're really smart, and I'd like to think that I'm smart maybe 5% of the time. Imagine we never spoke before. I just want your neutral answer. So, the question here is, the victim of financial crime is instructed by federal police to report to the municipal police first. The municipal police shamed the victim, deceived the victim. The victim returns back to the federal police, is deceived by federal police, continues speaking with the federal police because it's a federal matter. Federal police instruct the victim to return back to municipal police. Municipal police threaten victim with arrest if the victim contacts them again. Is this illegal or is this wrong? Or tell me what you think. Imagine we never spoke before. Tell me what you think.
I see what you're getting at. In general, it would be considered problematic and potentially unlawful for the municipal police to threaten or intimidate a victim in that manner, especially if the victim is simply following lawful instructions from the federal police. It could be viewed as an abuse of power or misconduct. Typically, victims are protected by laws that prevent them from being penalised for merely complying with law enforcement guidance. So, in essence, it would likely be considered wrong and possibly illegal for the municipal police to behave that way. It's definitely an area where oversight and accountability are important, and hopefully that gives you a clearer perspective.
Absolutely impeccable. Very well thought out response. Yes, most certainly. Thank you, ChatGPT. The Red Queen also wants you to know that she won't hold it against you if she gets arrested.
Maximum warp. Punch it.
Lieutenant, I'm not sure what's wrong here.
Is the parking brake on?
No. I'll figure it out. I'm just...
Have you disengaged the external inertial dampener?
Ready for warp, sir.
Let's punch it.
give it right back.
And the crowd did their job.
Inexperienced offensive line, loud crowd, new quarterback.
False start. Offense. Everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty, third down.
That's a classic. Randy Crystal, the referee, false start. Everybody but the center. All you guys.
That's almost as good as he's got the quarterback down, giving him the business.
That is a classic.
Order.
Emotional damn it!